Mrs. Flood.
The RANI?
Who could she be? Well, I think you already know. Could she be the RANI? Yes. Yes, she could. But I can do better than that. Is she the RANI? Yes. Yes, she is. And here's why. For starters, let's take a look at her front door. Russell has previously stated to count the doors, telling us that the doors on Ruby Street will be important. Now, the only two people of importance, and therefore the only two doors of importance we've met on Ruby Street are Ruby and Mrs. Flood. Ruby's door is a vibrant blue. Now, you might say TARDIS blue, but I can assure you it isn't. Mrs. Flood's door, on the other hand, is the exact shade of blue from the TARDIS, and not just a standard TARDIS blue from, say, the 11th Doctor's exterior, but the exact shade of blue from the current TARDIS. We have also seen Mrs. Flood state, "Nothing to do with me."
Nothing to do with me.
Showing that she has the ability to understand and see through different realms of time. Just how the Doctor, a Time Lord, can see all that ever is, ever was, or ever could be, so can Mrs. Flood, who at this stage we should just be calling the RANI. There's also the fact of her clothes. Her clothes never, ever change. This adds to the theory that her house is her TARDIS, meaning she just travels from one point to the next, meeting Ruby at every time she visits home. Possibly because she's meddled with Ruby's origin somehow, or simply because she is just keeping tabs on her and the Doctor. Furthermore, into this theory, we know that Mrs. Flood makes an appearance in Season 2, but more specifically, back in time, meaning unless she is the next companion, which is unlikely given her separation from the Doctor in set leaks, this then solidifies the theory that Mrs. Flood can travel in time. So with an exactly TARDIS coloured door, clothes that don't change, and set leaks showing her travelling in time, I am confident that her house is a TARDIS. So why do I think she's the RANI? The RANI has previously been locked away from the BBC due to rights issues, meaning not even her name could be said. But then, in Space Babies, we see
The RANI?
So there we have it. The RANI's rights finally back in the hands of the Whoniverse and the BBC. And why go through the efforts to get them back unless you wanted to use her? Mrs. Flood is the RANI. For more theory and lore videos, please subscribe. Discord link below.